What's up, guys? One of the questions that we get all the time is about wing design, how a wing works. A lot of people don't really understand. They just think it's a cool factor. And then one of the other things you see or seen a lot on the street race side of stuff is you've seen Big Chief with this big old funny car wing on the top of it, or really it's a dragster wing. Why would he do that? Yeah, everyone just thinks it's like, you think of all the racer stuff, you know, like the Fast and the Furious with 6 wings. But there's a very good reason why he does that, and you'll see in No Prep Kings, they have some very specific wing rules, and there's a reason for all of that. So Jaybird right now is making a custom wing for Dave Piskus's Buick. So he's going to go through some of the design features of why we make the wing the way that we do, because you're always battling a couple things. Obviously, it has to function. It needs to work really well. And then the other thing we're battling is looks. So a wing can either really finish off the back of a car super well, or it can look absolutely horrible. So you're trying to blend the difference between function and form, which I think that's something that Jay does super well. And he's going to go through his complete process with you of how he comes to the conclusion of whatever wing goes on the back of that race car. I think you'll enjoy it, and you'll get to see Jaybird make something with his hands, which I love watching him with his hands. There's so much talent that was built up in those big old meaty things. So we're going to kick it to Jay, and he's going to go through his complete process. We hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, that's how they all start out. I cut out cardboard templates, bend them in the brake how I want them. You can see it's been a couple variations. Like, change the size really easy with a pair of scissors. You can see I added material to the wicker or the spill plate top edge because it wasn't tall enough. So this car got a roll put in it. So usually the wicker comes out, or the deck lid comes out, and I would just put a brake in it, and then I would attach my spill plates to that brake. But because this car's rounded back here, the brake would have left an area up here of flow through. Yeah. It would create a triangle area up here. So I actually put like 5 miniature brakes in here to match the curve of the body.
Wait. 5 little brakes.
Yep, you can see them. Brake, 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 brake.
Damn, boys.
So
that's so sick.
And because of that, my top edge wasn't tall enough to catch enough air. I was afraid too much air would get over it, so I made them taller. Usually an inch is the tallest that I make these, and these are 1 3/8. They're really tall.
When talking to the right people brings you.
This thing's going to be really fast, this car is.
I'm going to shave ½ an inch off you and shape you like a bullet. And when we get you primed, painted, and weighed, you're going to be ready to go out on that racetrack. You hear me?
As air comes over the back of this thing and comes up over top of this, these are called spill plates because you don't want the air to spill off the sides. You want it all to get funneled over the back of the wing, so these things are taller, so that way the air coming across gets caught and gets forced over the wicker bill. The wicker bill is actually what gives you, it stops that air, so it creates air downforce by air pressure. Airflow over that creates downforce. Generally speaking, 1/4 of an inch is equal to like 50 pounds of downforce at speed. So
Wait. A 1/4 inch?
1/4 of an inch is equal to 50 pounds of air downforce at high speed.
So the higher up?
The higher it is, the more downforce it puts. My theory is on spill plates is everybody runs these small spill plates like this. On newer cars, they all run small ones. My theory is the air that's coming around the side of the car actually gets caught under the vacuum of all the air coming out from under it, and it sucks this air underneath and cavitates and creates lift on the back of the wing. So I think that bigger spill plates like this keep more air from going underneath, which creates less lightness at the big end.
Yeah.
So these were actually chosen for looks.
Yeah.
the smaller ones. If they think the car's being too wiggly up on the big end,
That's where-
they can either put more downforce on it. If that slows the car down and it still wiggles, you can change that and put the bigger spill plates on it.
And that's where the theory of the air
Cavitating underneath of it and lightening up the back end. Yeah, even the brakes have a reason. This brake has a reason. It follows this body line.
and you want it to follow.
Yep. It follows that whole arc of that body line all the way out.
Damn, I didn't even know.
I want the spill plates to be a continuum of the body. I don't want it to look like an afterthought like most bolt-on spill plates and wings are. I built them to the specific car
with the car in mind.
with the car in mind 100%. Yep. The pinch on the back of it follows the body line so it doesn't disrupt the air. If it was straight, it would disrupt the air that's flowing around the back of the body. So less drag. So when I break them, for whatever reason, I don't anneal them so I don't soften them up. If you look like down this back edge of this thing, it's got like a bow in it. They don't break perfectly flat and square.
I do see that.
See it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. That stuff drives me nuts. It's one of those things done by hand that you can't. A machine won't do it. It's all in the eye.
There's Arrow, boys.
It's because I'm an island boy.
Cause I'm an island boy and I've been trying to make. Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a get key.